Good morning, folks. A lot of members in chat this morning. Hey, guys. Good to see you, Wade Parker, who brought the Irish cream. Very yummy. Very yummy indeed. May the gods of light and desert flowers bless you. Love it. Inga Raymond is here with coffee. Service is here. Phil Boswell with scones while playing Palia. Palia? Not Vintage Story. San Mazka is here as well. Nimi Delek, good morning. Keth is here, Mindy, and the Mystery Lady. Welcome all y'all. If you guys have but a moment, if you could hit that like button, it would really help out the stream as we get into things here. Smiley is here, good to see you again. So how are you all doing this Sunday morning? I was breaking my back this weekend trying to get some gardening done. We finally had a couple days here where it was neither freezing nor raining. It's a rare combination for mid-March. And so I was digging up some of my Jerusalem artichokes, aka sunchokes, because my sister wants a couple. And I had harvested some from a 6-inch square patch of soil. Mind you, it's tiny. It's a half a foot. And I had gotten enough to make 3 servings of mashed potatoes, a mashed artichoke, right? And I went back to that same 6-inch patch. I dug up 9 more small artichokes to give to my sister. And there were 2 more that were big ol' honkin' food size. My goodness, they just go everywhere, and they go nutso. And this is in a reasonably shady part of my yard, too. Hey there, Tyluna. Welcome back. Keth has work later, need the money for bills. I would love to grow Jerusalem artichokes. They're super easy. They don't care. They don't give a rat's patootie about what you put them in. You could grow them in sand. You could probably grow them in air. I started with 6, and they were moderate-sized ones. And yeah, I probably have hundreds of them now. It's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. How badly they spread? They can get pretty aggressive. The nice thing is, they're kind of hard to miss because they grow 10 feet tall. So if there's one that's growing where you don't want it, you just rip it up. Just make sure you don't grow it in really hard packed soil. Otherwise the ripping up part might be a little difficult. Still late winter for you, Smiley. Spring is more frequently showing itself though. Very nice. The Mystery Lady is tired but good. Nimue is making baguettes this morning. Very cool, everybody. Very cool. Are Jerusalem artichokes the ones that give you, let's call it, impressive wind? Yes, they do have they've earned the nickname fartichokes. Although, that can depend on, if you already have a diet that's pretty high in fiber, you probably won't notice much of a difference. If you have the American diet of burgers, and burgers, and you don't let anything green touch your plate or your mouth, then yeah, you're gonna get some impressive wind. We'll call it gale wind. Gale wind on the pumpkin buttes. Yeah, so I had 2 servings. Well, like not like back to back or the same day. I had a serving for dinner one day, and a serving for lunch a couple days later, and yeah, it's pretty fine. Nothing crazy. So the question is, does that mean it didn't have any impressive wind, or they didn't have more than usual? I'm gonna let you guys, I'll let your imaginations run wild with that one. How's that sound? Anyway, I am spying 10 o'clock on my clock. So let's bring you all into the game here. Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, where we are at the top of our tower, or at the midpoint of our tower. Yep, midpoint. Anyway, Hurricane Rear Catham. I will neither confirm nor deny any statements made about that. What's on the docket, Fenrir the Unchained? Well, nothing apparently. I didn't make anything up here. Let's see. Temple interior conversion, moving day, better ruins raid. We're gonna mark that off because we did build it tall. Let's see. We have the petal arches. We have terrace decorations. Terrace deco, good enough. And also some tippy top transfigurations, just for the alliteration. So the plan today is, if I can get into some bird's eye mode, so these arches under here, we're going to smooth these out, at least one of them. I might do one and then leave the rest for a chore stream, which would be like in 3 days. And then I also, if I can get a better view at the top there, so the temple, it's not bad, but it's kind of like Halo, you know, ground-based laser installation kind of thing. And just like when we break up large areas of like flat wall, I want to break up this diagonal shape here. We have just a straight line from here, shloop, to the top. And I was tinkering around in creative, which I don't normally like to do, but I really wanted to get an idea down. And I found that just starting from here and going straight up, rather than having it taper, just helps kind of fix some of that visual line right there. And then I'd also like to start planting some stuff on the terraces. I'm thinking, like I mentioned before, we're going to plant some Mediterranean cypress trees here. I also think we should get some waterfalls going. And to that end, I wanted to do a bit of a poll with you guys. So let me, I guess, stand here. I'm going to start a poll. Because, actually, let me get back in bird's eye view here for a second. The reason I want to do the poll is we have a couple options for powering our forges down here. One is we can bring over the windmills from the Pan era. Now that's an option. The tough part's going to be, where do we put the darn things? We can't stick them underneath here unless we put them like here and have them stick out a couple blocks, which might look kind of stupid. We could maybe like sort of find a place up top to put them, but the higher we go, the sort of more out of place I think they're going to look, because they're going to be bigger relative to the size of the tower here. The other options are, we could use the waterfalls. We could use the, what's it called? The medieval expansion water wheels, and install some of them like here and do 8 of them, just so we have, you know, some radial symmetry. Or we could even wait until we have 1.22 installed and running, when we can use the then vanilla water wheels. In which case we would have to go into creative mode, and we'd have to add some of the rapid water up here, but I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to put out a little poll here in just a second after I say hello to... We've got Izatak and Optimistic Pessimist and Hopeful Dreamer. Wow. And Maga Sybil, welcome, welcome. And Andy Days, hey buddy. Not very often I can catch a stream. The structure's looking fantastic. Hey, thank you. Wait is my vote. Well, I mean, we're not going to make the decision today, but I want to get a feel for what you guys want to do, Smiley. Hey there, Oak Tree. Let's see. What was the internal space from Phil Boswell? Good idea, Phil, but I don't have internal space. The stream is frozen. I don't see a comment from Phil that was related to internal space. Weird. The 1.22 only transmits power through horizontal water flow? Yes, and so we would need to build something to sort of grab the water from outside, channel it inside, or we could have the you put the water wheel basically here, and as the water flows down through here, we would get the power that way. That's definitely an option too. So not to worry. I have sort of ideas. I have some ideas in general for all of those options. I just want to see what you guys want to see. So it is poll time. Poll. Let's see. Start a poll. What kind of mechanical power? So windmills. These will be offset. So in 1.22, we won't be able to put the windmills as close together as we can right now. So they would be offset. So if you look at the temple straight on, they'd be slightly off from center. So medieval water wheels. We're going to add an option and do 1.22 water wheels. Start to poll. There we go. Bring back my OBS. There we are. And welcome to Genesis. And Ryuga's here as well. Good to see you guys. Suppose the Tyrone is going to fix windmills and mountains at some point. I'm surprised that he hasn't already. I mean, you could easily do a check for, like, is there anything within 20 blocks of, like, anything in front of the 20 blocks in front of the rotor? That would pretty much solve a good chunk of it. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it. Oop, splash. All right, so let's get to work today. We're going to start with, I think I want to start with this one right here. We are going to, we're going to cheat a little bit. And when I say cheat, I mean we're going to be smart about things. So we already have some shapes already carved, like the sides of our temple, which are kind of hard to spot, but over there. So I could easily, if I can do it from here, or I can take a step this way, I can snap that and make OSHA very happy. I'm also going to get some more dirt. We'll get some OSHA-approved dirt so that we can make our little scaffolding here. Getting kind of low on the dirt. Oh, here we go. Here's some more. I think we're going to need quite a chunk of dirt here. Don't the medieval water wheels have durability? They do. However, that can be turned off. And I would probably turn it off just so it sort of lines up with the vanilla water wheels. There's also a thing, so the vanilla water wheels, as far as I can tell, they seem to be individually more powerful than the current windmills. Which side was I going to do? This side. And the water wheels from the medieval mod, they have like an efficiency rating or something. I'm not sure if it's efficiency or effectiveness. And if you do like an overshot, you can get like an up to 80% efficiency, which I don't know what that means. Does that mean it's 80% as effective as a windmill? Or is it 80% effective of whatever the mod's maximum is, which could be some other number? I don't know. I can't see the continuing chat behind the poll. Sorry, guys. I'll give it another few minutes. Once I get the scaffolding up and we start putting some of these things in place, I'll kill the pole. I think there's a way to make it go away. It should be like a 3-dot menu or something. Out of my face, buddy. And that should do for now. So here's the plan, is we're going to make sure, so one thing I want to do, let's just go ahead, we're going to chisel all these so that we don't run the risk of them just popping off when we don't want them to. It's never happened before, right? Alright, so as far as we're going to go here, I guess. Maybe I'll just do, tell you what, we'll do. Do this. We can reach out here, because I think we're gonna need this whole scaffold out here anyway. May as well do it. Is the scaffolding that you see in the chest from a mod? Yes, that is from Workbench Expanded. Workbench Expanded? Extended? Expanded, I think. Can you move the fast water for the 1.22 water wheels? Not in vanilla and not in survival. But we can, in creative, go and place our own. So if we do the 1.22 water wheels, I would just go into creative mode and we would place a couple of those water sources where we need them. In fact, I might actually sort of fake it because that water is very noisy. I mean, water's already loud. Those are even louder. So what I might be tempted to do is, like, basically use regular water for all the decorative locations and only place the rapids right where we need them for the water wheels to work. Just because otherwise it would drive me insane. Yep, we can get the fast water from creative. Sure. If Tyron adds tides and large saltwater bodies as their moon, then how soon until they're tidal-powered wheels too? Who knows? Alright, so now we have that done. Let's go ahead. We're going to do that. No. Undo. I just want to paste shape only. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get the wedgie out. We are going to rotate on this axis. And then we can rotate that away. Snap. We can do a bit of this. Alright, so that should go right about like that. Yes, indeed. Let's do the same thing here. So bam, bam, bam. Ooh. Let's re-chisel all these as well. We're going to do this side. Could be disastrous. Or at least really annoying. Okay, there we go. That's better. Did I get this top one? I did not. Saltwater tides. I'm not sure I'd want tides unless there was like a clear indication that like this area is going to get flooded twice a day. Tsunami-powered water wheels. Is there any way to change your answer on the poll? I have no idea. Alright. Alright. Well done. Let's get this going on here. There we are. And then we can do the same thing here. We're going to just spin these like that. That's a little thin looking. It's a little thin, not gonna lie. Hum. Hum, hum, hum. I guess the question is going to be, do we just make this thicker? Just like plop some more up here? I kind of think so. Let's do that. So we'll be putting this here. Yeah, that'll be better. Let's get some more limestone. And whoop, and we'll apparently not quite break our ankles. You don't want to build your starter hut on the shore and then wonder if it's going to be the Bay of Fundy. Hey there, Momoid14, welcome. Alright. Yeah, we got some limestone here. Some limestone. Let's get back up here. I think it was not that one. This one with a big dirt thing. Here we go. You know, before we get too far in there, before I get too lost in the sauce, let's just take a quick... You know what? Before I get too into this, let's go ahead and let's see if this does indeed look too thin. We'll copy you, and we'll do that. So then we're going to go into bird's eye, take a look back. Yeah, I think it's just going to be too thin, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure, bud. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we're going to pick these guys back up. Oh boy. Don't do that, please. We're going to plop down some of these. We are going to chisel these, otherwise they will pop out when I place blocks down. Let's place some of these guys. Let's see how this looks now. Does this look too thick? I think it's alright. It'll do. Now the 2x2 parts, I think we can let them be a little thinner. Although... yeah, we'll see how it goes. For the 1x2 parts. Now these, I don't think I have anything chiseled that's already a perfect 1x2 slope. Aside from, like, some of these things. But those don't count. Those will not be useful to us. So, we'll have to do this by hand. It's okay. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to plop down 2 of these. We'll just use these as a model. And we're going to do the thing. Wait, no, don't do that. Come back. I guess I could kind of do this, couldn't I? Get that up there, and then I can do this guy. I can do island mode. Yeah, we could do that. Alright. That'll help somewhat. Okay, so then we can do singular. Alright. Hey there, This tower is going to make everyone's property value skyrocket. It's not thin, it's on a diet. Indeed. Hopefully this doesn't end up with the music dying for like the next 5 minutes. Last stream we had some like crazy long spans of just no music. Oh, that's our last meal. For this crock. We have a second one, looks like. Perfect. Alright. We got red meat poultry stew with boiled olive. Boiled olive. We can just boop all of these down. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we have a template. And so we're going to go ahead and Let's thicken these bits up here a little bit. Why do I have an extra one all of a sudden? Oh, okay, I see. Because of that. Alright, this will require some thought here. I think what we'll do... I can't quite... let's do something a bit like... I guess we'll do this. We'll start that there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We'll put some of these in here. Pre-chisel. Get that in place. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to try this. We're going to snap that. We're going to do that. And we'll do that. I think that's fine. We can, and then we can do, we can actually do this here, and we'll flip it with the wedge that is surprisingly heavily used already. And we can snap this guy and do that in the same thing. There we go. And that'll give us a slightly thicker portion here than we would have had with just this. So that works pretty well. Hey there, Drifter Hater Club. Welcome back. Happy Sunday and to you too. Alright, so we're going to want... I guess we're going to want a little bit more rock here. A little more rock never hurt nobody. Said no 1980s parent ever. Let's do... I think we're going to do... Oh, let's also chisel all of these before I get in trouble. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and we're going to pop that there. We're going to snap this you. Yes, 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 indeed. And then you... Oh, it's going places. We're going places, guys. Snap that, and snap that, and that, and that. We are going to need to double tap all these to fix any lighting issues. Like that one just fixed right there. Ah, the good old lighting issue fix. Someday, we'll live in a world where we don't have to fix lighting issues. Also, the FYI, as far as I've experienced, the chunk relighting command is pretty badly broken. It makes all of my placed lanterns just stop emitting light forever. It's a little disconcerting. The Fall of Babylon. With all of this chiseling, I'm surprised that this temple is dedicated to that. Oh, to chiseling? Yeah, maybe we should rename this temple. So it is going to be like a little spidery. So it's not going to be a nice curve like I would have loved to have, but like, goodness, a curve on this would be so impossible to do. It would be ridiculous. We do need to get in there and sneak in that piece right there. So we'll probably do that from above. Let's try that. I wonder if I can grab this ladder. OSHA jump! Haha! Oh no, on the wrong side. OSHA fall! Go to the anime character. Shout my move while I do it! You tried chunk relight the other day and you think it broke more than it fixed? Yeah, it's super duper bad. Alright, oh my. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do We're gonna do the OSHA trick. Here goes nothing, guys. Let's try it from here. This is how we oceaners do it. Let's grab, I guess, you. We're also going to do that. Yeah, there we go. And we'll snap you and do that. Fix that lighting issue. There we go. That's how we do things around here. OSHA parkour, indeed. Is it just me, or when I flip the chisel block, the lighting issue still there? There are some locations where it doesn't seem to have, like right up here. Or maybe I just missed these. Let's find out. I'm going to take off my... what do I have? I have the headlamp. Let's take you off. I think this fixes up here. See, sometimes it's not the one... Oh, there it is. So it's one below. So sometimes it's not the block itself. Like maybe you might have missed one nearby. Ah, I did miss a bunch. How could I? Shame on me. Oh, there is going to be that one, apparently. But like you'll see, like we still have weird lighting issues galore, no matter what we do. And that's just kind of the nature of chisel blocks. From the bottom, it's okay, though. I got some up there to do. Oh, no. We'll be here for decades, guys. Guide Season 3, 2045. Alright, headlamp on. Do you not have temperature problems when growing crops so high? Not in the desert. It's, so up here, or in the desert, we're in the deep south. We made a hot world. Or a hot start, at least. So up here, it's actually better for most crops, at least the ones that you don't really find growing in temperate zones. So like up here, we could grow parsnips and turnips for part of the year. And the flax, which we normally have to stop growing in summer at the oasis, can grow here pretty much year round. So all right, let's get down here. Let's get back out here and let's finish up this job. You wish they fixed the chisel block lighting before anything? That would be nice. Although I think part of it is... I feel like there's something that the mod needs to do, the ChiselTools mod. There's definitely some just general funkiness, game funkiness going on. But it seems to me like the mod needs to update the lighting on blocks around it. Should be that. Yep, there we go. Yep. That wasn't chiseled yet. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, let's chisel these guys before we get in trouble. There we go. And we're going to grab... There we go. 2, and then we'll have to put those other 2 in there as well. Not a big deal. Let's get you and you. And we'll do the lighting fix in just a second here. Go get those other blocks first. Yeah, I think by and large the worst bits of the vanilla lighting issues are primarily because of it being a block game and how lighting is done in block games. Okay, 1, 2, and we'll drop our ladder right here. Push a ladder, go! Push a ladder, climb! It is so spooky doing that sometimes. That in place, and then guy. There we go. I flip you. Yeah, lighting's changed for sure. And OSHA ladder retract. That's right. Why do I chisel the full blocks again? If you have a full block that's only touching chiseled blocks, and you make any changes to the chisel blocks, the full block can act like it's not hooked up to anything. It'll just pop right off. It only does it for stone. If you do it with any other block type, it doesn't do it. I don't recall if I got these guys yet, but let's just go ahead and do it. Right now I got these guys to worry about. There we go. And the tops. Let's see, so you... Oh. Can I reach you from here? Can, just barely. And last but not least, that should do it. Let's take a step back, proverbial step back. All right. Not too shabby. That then brings us to the next step in all of this, which is chiseling the underside of these petals. I don't like the blocky look here, and we could go light on the chiseling, but like with everything else being chiseled and this being pretty easy to do, I don't see a reason to go light on it. Plus, we already have a model here for the 2x1 slopes. I think we can make it work. So all we're going to do is we're going to grab this and... Ooh, good question, actually. Do we thicken these up a little bit? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we just go ahead and we chisel those top bits there. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do it from the top. Hey there, Joshua Saruda. Welcome. Yeah, the rocks popping off thing has to do with relieving blocks. And for some reason, chisel blocks don't count as being touching. I don't know why. They just don't. So we're going to start... I want the blocks that touch the supports to be full blocks, or very nearly. So we're going to start with this guy. That's going to be the wrong angles. We're going to spin him. Still the wrong angle. There we go. So that is how we'll do it. And now this one right here might get re-chiseled into like another angle, so it goes like this across here. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. Yeah, the lack of the sound is really disconcerting. Turn the shape materials thing on. There we go. Go. I'm just going to go ahead and we will flip all of these. Oop, I think one of them got flipped twice. It was you. Whoopsie. There we go. That oughter do. Oh, I missed you. Okay. And uh-oh. So you need to not be chiseled. Okay, that's fine. Fix that easy enough. Just copy that. That. Although, no. These do want to be chiseled, because this will end up being a thin sliver of a block here. Once we're all done. Go ahead, we're gonna flip a couple of these. There we go. And all of these. Should do. Okay. take a quick peek with bird's eye. Looking smoother already. The front's going to be a little more challenging, a little more chisel heavy, but I think it shouldn't be too bad. We need to make basically 3 more model blocks, I want to say. Let's go ahead and we'll do those, get those in now. Mega Sybil, when did the farm plots get there? That would have been 2 streams ago. Last stream we built the Temple Tall, and 2 streams ago we did the petals. We were sort of up to this layer 2 streams ago. Whoop! Oh, oh goodness! OSHA for the win. There's the OSHA safety ledge right there. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ooh, sweaty palms. That scared me, legit. Okay. Wow. Oh, did it again! Oh my goodness, stop it. Make the pain go away. Just do this. Okay, we're going to move these a little bit. We're just gonna grab you, and you're gonna come up to like here. Ankles of steel, indeed. I think I have ankles of crushed eggshell at this point. Okay. So we're going to lay down a couple of these. So we're going to make a 3/4 cut. And we're also going to need to make a 2x1 3/4 cut. And we'll start with this. I'm going to switch to shape only though. And then we're going to grab, I guess we'll grab you. We're going to spin you around. And then, Nope. And we'll spin you again. So we'll just use this tool. There we go. Okay. So we're going to make a cut across here, down to here, and then a cut from here down to here. Those of you who ever saw the wait, do I want to do that way? Those of you who watched the 2nd season of Rusty Gears and followed me on that one, you'll recognize this. Actually, we need to do a different cutout. We need a 4th cutout. That's what it is. We'll just plop you, I guess, here. This one's going to be a little smaller of a cut. This is going to be a 1/4 cutout. And so we're going to go ahead and just copy that. We're going to rotate so we can sort of see what we're doing. Actually, you know what? I think I'll have an easier time starting from a full block here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to make a chunk and a chunk. Bring that one back. And then a chunk. And we should be able to do something a bit like this. I missed something here. There we go. It's one of those ones where the planer really doesn't help. I don't think. You can make an optical illusion here too, if you wanted to. Which we're kind of doing right now as we speak. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fill these in then to counter the optical illusion part. Great for soundproofing though. If it was not made of stone, at least. Alright, done. See, not too bad. Big gliders more irritating than useful? Oh yeah. The glider is uniquely bad. Alright, so I think the play here is gonna be like this, and then wait, what am I doing here? What even am I doing here? Why am I here? I think it's gonna be more like this. It's gonna be we cut here, and then we do, and then is that what I want to do? I don't know. No, I think I'm doing this wrong. We basically just need the inverse of this. Which, like, we can get there from here eventually. It's gonna take a little while. You know what? I have a feeling I should have started from this. I might even need to start from this on these guys too. I have a feeling. I just... Okay, so this time we're going to take off that much. We're going to pare this back. Like so, I think we bring this in, and that in, and that in. Or do we know we pare that back, actually. Like so. That's what we need. Whew. Bring this back in like that. I think we're going to need that as well. And here, and all these open spaces. Yeah, that should do. I think we need to get rid of this as well. So actually, all these go. We're going to bring this down an extra one. Okay. It's been a while since I did one of these things. Okay, that looks better already. Whew. And then we can do... Is it something like this? Yes, it is. Okay. The goofy thing is, since these are like sort of half of a 2x2, while we could do the other direction and sort of cut these out and rebuild them, it's still 4 actions to bring back those cutout parts. So I don't think there's a more efficient way of doing this. Would be nice if there was, though. But we're almost done with this guy. Ooh, okay. So in theory, if we were to... Well, let's go ahead and test it. We're going to grab... I have a spare. Good. Hey, it lines up. Oh my goodness. We should probably check the other one too. Just line you up there, and we'll give you a spinaroo. We'll spin you right round, baby. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Excellent. Whew, the Cubert block, yeah. So I think what we'll do here, I'm gonna move this up against these here. Oops, it doesn't matter. So here and then here, just so that I can make sure that when I'm done with this, it does indeed line up with this guy. So what we can do is we can, in fact, start with this guy, that guy. I think we can do this, basically, like that. That should, yeah, that should work. That should work. Then we're going to cut back here. We should be able to do that here as well. Something like this. Yeah, that should do it. I want to say that as well. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, that. Yep. This and that. And I feel like I already know what I'm doing here. Okay, great. I will prove that I don't, but I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'll give myself plenty of rope to be hanged with. So each of these is going to get cut back like this. Like that, and that, and that, and that. All these weird little bars of soap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's start with this. There we go. Okay. My brain sort of fizzed out there for a second. I could feel the static electricity as my synapses died. Had to transfer power over to a secondary reactor. We've been dad joked by Nightbot. What do we got here? We got people who don't eat gluten are really going against the grain. Badumch. The first dad joke I don't get. Because if you have celiac disease, or don't eat gluten at least, you're not eating wheat, which is a grain. Although, realistically, you can eat rice, which is a grain. Alright, so this is looking pretty good so far. We're getting there, we're getting there. Let's hunker down. And we have to do that this many more times. But then we'll be done. I don't think we need an inverse. I don't think we need a 3/4 block. I'm talking space engineers lingo here. If we do, I'll just cry. I never understood that expression, plenty of rope to hang with. Like, if you have too much rope, you just die from fall damage, don't you? Well, if you have too much rope, then you just land on your feet. Short drop, sudden stop and all that. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go. I'm going to hydrate after we finish this block up. Finale. Doing this in vanilla would be a very bad idea. Don't try this at home, kids, unless you have mods. It will not be fun. If every block takes 15 minutes to place, I have to hand this down to my kids to finish it. Ah, okay. It's been an in-game day since we started this process. Why haven't you designed a giant snake yet? These skills are very transferable. I don't want to say that I like my sanity, but I like what's left of it, at least. It's not hard, just time-consuming? Yes, absolutely. That is the big thing. Hey there, Hazard151. Welcome, welcome. Do I hate myself chiseling this detailed? Not too badly. like I said, once we get... now that we have these guys down, we can just copy and paste them everywhere. It's not a big deal. It's the getting these down that's kind of annoying. It is time for hydration. Be right back, y'all. Okay, we are back. Hey there, Zero Coil ZA. Hand it down to your kids. Guess that would be a vintage story to tell. Yeah, or an estate story. Interesting. I can't walk up this. I can walk up that one, but I can't walk up this one. That's wild. Huh. That's weird. Well, I can walk up once I start, but I can't like walk up it from the bottom. Yeah, that's weird. I should save it in my chisel portfolio. Yeah, I can do that. I can't guarantee that I'll remember so I've moved computers a few times and I always forget to bring my chisel portfolio with me. Although I think I did when I yeah, for this world I did do that. I copied my mod settings folder and that seemed to copy it. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do that. Oops. Where's the button? There it is. We're going to save this as 2x1 bottom. Save shape. Copy you. Save you as 2x1 top. To copy you. Save you as 2x1 bottom tip. Save you as 2x1 top tip. Tip top. And we're going to do a, let's see. So 1/4 one slope. Oh, don't do that. This kills the game. Hang on, guys. All right, don't use colons in there apparently, or slashes maybe. Yeah, that wasn't great. That was not great. Yeah, something got destroyed. Luckily, it was pretty much right there. We were still... Okay. Everything's still here. Sanity still intact. Oh, no, no, it undid this. But we've already saved some of these sheets. Ta-da! Look at that. We'll just mirror this. Okay. So, let's take a look here. We were able to... Okay. I don't know if it was the colon... Oh, shoot. Hang on. No! I didn't bring it onto the game. Okay, so I was able to... can I undo? Yeah, so we had this. It left us with this. We were almost done. I just brought the shape back up since we'd saved the shape and was able to fix it that way. So, just flip that to fix things. Oh no. I might need to fix my stream here. It is still doing weird things. Screen capture. Would you please pick up there? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to take a peek here. Alright, OBS is now playing ball again. There we go. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Also, welcome to Poldrix Volta and APEC. Alright, everybody should be able to see this about now. OBS says it is seeing me this time. Alright, so what I had done here, let's undo this. So we had just finished, or we were about finished with this at the last autosave. So since we'd already saved the block to the pantograph, I was able to just go ahead and bloop, do that, and then flip and flip. There we go. So yep, and we're all back. Great. Sorry about that, guys. You're sorry you suggested portfolio work now? Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so we're going to copy this guy. We're gonna save it as something entirely differently, I suppose. So we're gonna avoid using slashes and colons. So this is gonna be 1 by 1, 3/4. No, this is 1/4. We're just using letters and numbers. That should be good. Hey, we survived. Okay. We'll copy you. We'll save you as 1 by 1, 3/4. There we go. Maybe use parentheses. You just want to test this, don't you? Hey there, Bobbly Boost. You're learning this stuff as a new streamer yourself? Yeah. Well, and the sad thing is, I have this fun like technical difficulties screen that should have popped up, but it's a little funky with Linux. Like in Windows, if the game died like that, it would flip right over to that. But Wayland seems to not quite realize that the window's gone. So it's like, I'm going to just show the last frame that I saw forever. Like, okay, you do that. Alright, so we're going to copy you, and we're going to do paste shape only. We're going to do that all the way to these guys. And I'm purposely picking the like the wrong directions that we have to rotate them later. That way we don't miss them. Or if we do, it'll be very obvious and we can go back and fix it later. That one, let's see. Ooh, good question. What do we do there? I think here we're just going to do this. We're going to copy that. We're going to do that. You're going to become a 3/4 block. Boop. I am going to go ahead and we're going to use the wedge here. On a different side, I guess. Can I reach that? I cannot. What's the best way to get to that? I think a ladder. Let's do the ladder thing. OSHA Mark 1.0 ladder, go! Just going to rotate you like that. There we go. That way we can see where it is, at least. Copy you across to here. Oh, that's actually the right orientation. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to mirror you twice. And we'll just, I guess, mirror you this way. That's fine. Hey there, Gouliette. It popped up for a second. Yeah, it popped up for a second when I restarted or when I reselected the right window. Yeah, Wayland has a few odds and ends that don't quite work the way that they should, but that's okay. Oh, darn it, wrong one. I need to grab you again. These are none are chiseled. Okay. And I think, yeah, I want to say we're going to do that. Let's also go ahead and we need to add the slope to these guys here. So let's go ahead and do that before it drives me crazy. And I think what we'll do is we'll finish this up. We'll finish this one up today. We'll get this slope in for both of these, and I want to basically get this to the point where I can just tear out all the scaffolding and call this one done, and then we will work on the rest of these generally in chore streams, because the rest of today I want to get to the terrace deco and the tippy top transfigurations. I don't want to spend the entire time on all this. Now, where was I? What was I going to do here? I was going up. I was going up. No, I was going... You can go up, it's fine. You're also on Linux? Yes, I am. Yeah, I made the switch at this point. Gosh, it's been 7 or 8 months, I think, at this point. Copy you. Is this the right one? It is. Okay. And so we're just going to go ahead and do this. Ow. That was on purpose, I swear. I'm just going to do all of these. If I can get to them. 7. And then we have this guy here. Alright. Then we can use the wedge to push, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And it lines up. Oh my goodness, that is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't even really need to count. I can do this visually at this point. Let's see. We're going to the famous OSHA ladder side hug here. Push from this side. 1, 2. This is kind of hard to do. Oh, no, we're on the ladder. Don't do that. That's just dangerous. Uh-oh. Dad joke from Mindy. My dog has no nose. How does he smell? Awful. That's a really old one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to mirror all these. Done. Okay. I think we're just going to do the same thing over here. I don't want to do the... Actually, I don't think I needed to mirror those, except for maybe the bottom one. We can just do the same thing the whole way down. And that way we can skip the mirroring step, I believe. Although... it does mean we have to make another wedge here sooner rather than later. Why did I think of this? Go, go, gadget OSHA ladder! There we go, of course. Of course! This is way easier. And this one does need a flip. Done. I should do an infomercial. The OSHA ladder saved my life so many times. Oh, man. Hey there, Cassidy Snake Eyes. I'm in the Bronze Age in my game, and I passed year 0, and you're in January of year 1. Hey, awesome. Bronze Age first year is a pretty good progress. Great progress, in fact. So for this one, I think what I'll do is we're going to act like the bottom bit starts here. It's not going to thin out the entire way at the top here. But that's fine, because it's going to run into the bottom edge of this thing anyway. So I don't think we need to worry about that too much. In fact, Hmm. You know what? No, let's go ahead and we will in fact push this back the correct number. So this would be 0, 1, 2, which is doubled. Oops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hang on. Undo. Back, so 0, 2, 4, 6. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did need to go one more there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Oops. You aren't chiseled. You are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And can't quite reach you. I'll just do a OSHA dirt block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a little better. That way we don't have to worry about that connection there. And we can maybe think about copying this guy over to there. As well as like here, I want to say. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll copy you. And we'll just plop you... Oh, darn it. Wrong button. We can copy... it'll be easier to do it with this guy. It's already upside down. Alright, let's try this again. So right-click this time. Ta-da! And ta-da! We're going to go ahead, we're going to spin you right round. So it's like that. I think I'm not gonna fill in that with the extra quarter. It's not really worth it. But go ahead and rotate these into place now. Like that. Yeah, be pretty snazzy, I think. I'm gonna take a quick look from afar. That ain't too bad, I think. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. So I think what we'll do... Oops. Just trying to count here. Can I zoom in a little bit? I can. Here we go. Perfect. This is better. So normally I would suggest we start this slope here. It does mean we'd have a bit of a tight space to put some sort of barrier up. But I'm not sure I'm even going to bother with a fence or anything here. Like, you just don't fall, yeah? It'd be wise. Shooting star in the sky there? I think those are just dust particles. I don't have any of the meteoric mods on. Yeah, so let's start this slope here. It'll be extra dangerous. It won't even be OSHA. It'll be the local permitting agency is going to have a bit of a beef with me here. Yeah, we'll start that slope there. I think I know what I'm going to do with that. Alright, let's try it. We are going to bring these up with us. So just snap you. Wait, I have the stored in the pantograph anyway. I don't need to bring them. Ta-da! There we go. I remembered a thing. Yeah, the debris and the dust can look like shooting stars sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna go and almost splash down there. And let's, first of all, we're gonna chisel all these guys. Because we all know what happens if I don't. Bad luck happens if I don't. And we are just going to do that to these first ones here. Okay, so then we can bring up key again. 2x1 bottom tip. There we go. Okay. So now we need to rotate this guy this axis. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Okay. Maybe I should just do this. Let's snap you. We'll flip these this way. Just be a little easier than trying to rotate these manually. I'm hearing the sound, but I think it's in my headphones. I think it's external to my headphones. Sorry about that. Pause, guys. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to spin these around. Like so. There we go. Nice and dangerous. Oh, look at that. Perfectly dangerous. Oh, we do have room for a little fence. Yeah, we could certainly put a little fence up. Whoops. We just need to mirror you, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we can also we'll bring up this guy again. We'll bring up the menu. We want 2x1 bottom and top. That'll be fun. And this one as well. There we go. Let's see. What is the best way to rotate these guys? I think we're going to do it by just gently targeting these sides. Yeah, that'll do. Very carefully. There we go. And then we should be able to just mirror these. Like so. Let's get a view. Ooh, it's far again. Zoom in a little bit. Looks good. We got some 3/4. Oh, no, we do need the 3/4. Oh, no. Oh, there's also some dirt visible there. I don't like that. Let's... Don't want to do a 3/4, but I think we have to. Yeah, we're going to have to. Indie Days is out. Well, good to see you there, buddy. To see you again sometime. What in the liability insurance premiums is this? Yeah. Alright, so we need 2 more models here. But we can do it. Not a big deal. Oh, you know what? I think my thought here was that we'd have the very front tip here would actually be the 1-to-1 slope, but not married to it. All right, back to back. No more talking lookins. Hey there, Shanton. You like the pedal here we're working on? Thank you. Alright, so we get to do the inverse of this guy now, which is going to be great fun. But it will be less work. So let's go ahead and we're going to pop... just pop 2 of these down up here. We'll just pop them down, you said, as if it was easy to do. I think we also need to... Let's look at that again. Let's also have a bite to eat. Just shift the entire farm back a block. As I recall, there might have been some issue with it. Let me take a peek here. But that could be a solution. That really could be a solution. Well, as long as there isn't anything else above here, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that I think will be the solution. Once this flax grows, we'll harvest it all. We'll let the farmland recover, and we'll just Push it back. Is this... What is this? Terra Preta? High fertility, okay. I could extend the whole thing out an extra block. Yeah, well, I don't really want to. This is certainly big enough. This is bigger than I wanted it to be in the first place. Yeah, we'll just push things back a block. It's fine. No big deal. The fudging is always a solution. Not always the best solution, but in this case, I think it is pretty much the best solution. Okay, so a 3/4 2x1 slope. Oh boy. I guess let's get to it. What I mean to say is, let's get to it. It's been a while. Okay, so I think we're going to do a bit of this. No. It needs to be... Gosh. Because we're only going to be cutting out, like, this much of that block, as I recall. It's going to be more like that, I think. We're going to bring that in. Push those back. Yeah, that's where we're going with it. Okay. I think I know what we're doing now. He said, with false confidence. We'll bring these out a little bit. You like all my builds? Well, thank you, Shanton. Alright, good there. Doing okay. Just a few more 1,000 clicks of the mouse. Now we're in the 1x1 area. I'm going to do all the subtractive ones first, and then we'll add the parts back in that we need. Just take out the 2 corner farm plots. Well, so if we take those out, we don't have a perfect 64 farm plot set. So we're going to just push them back a block. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, I said with tears in his eyes. You aren't that methodical. Oh, we're getting there. Alright, there we go. Whew, done. Let's go ahead and we're going to copy these. Well, we're going to save these first of all without using colons or slashes. Alright, so this is 2x1 7/8 tip. Save shape. Okay. And this one's going to be 5/8, I believe. Yeah, we're taking out 2 more, essentially. Let's go ahead. So this is 2x1 5/8 tip. Okay. More Q-Word School of Architecture, yeah. Okay, so we won't be able to quite finish this today because we have to wait till that farmland finishes up its work. But we can at least do some cleanup here in preparation for finishing out the rest of this. The rest of this. So we don't need this guy anymore. In fact, I think we can get... it takes you so far out every time. Yeah, we'll pare the whole thing back just a wee bit. Yeah, I'll do that. So each of these is going to get knocked back by 1 block. And I do not care enough to save the blocks. It's fine. We will survive just fine. Okay. So, I'm going to throw these stones overboard. Look out below! It's the OSHA safety call. Call and response. That's what we do around here. Okay. So... Okay, so we're going to bring that there. I think I know where we're going now. It's dangerous to claim that, but I think I know what I'm doing here. Alright, we're going to do this guy. We're going to pop you there. And there. We're also going to go ahead and chisel all these just to make sure we don't mess anything up. And pop blocks off like crazy. We're also going to chisel... OSHA safety jump. These guys. These guys. There we go. Now we probably coulda, shoulda, woulda started this tip at least 1 more block out, but I don't really care to at this point. That has been done. Okay, we can copy you, and we're gonna put you there. There, and there, 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 and there. Got all of them now. I get this. Well, this one's gonna be different. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so now we gotta figure out how to rotate these things again. Oh boy. Yeah, the wedge is not going to be our best friend here, but I can see what I can do. Can I... I can. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fine. We can then rotate this... Oh, shoot. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, so rotate. Oh, it only has 1 rotation direction. That's why it's kind of goofy. Okay. So we will need some more blocks under here to fill it in, but that's okay. We can deal with that. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do a copy of this. I ain't messing around no more. It's rotation nonsense. We're gonna need you as well. We're gonna do you and fix you up right away. There we go. I think I can fix it with a mirroring, can't I? Hey, look at that. Alright. There we go. And we can very carefully over here, we'll just double mirror these. Fix their lighting issues. That one doesn't need it, but this one will. There we go. Okay, so next we have this one to do. We've been daft joke. Dad joked. How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus? 10 tickles. But okay. So you and you and you. Oh, we missed this guy. Did I do this one? The edge here? I did. Okay, did I? Yeah, we're just going to do this. We're going to do a copy of... Nope, not you. Oh, wow. There we go. Copy of you. to there. That. We'll just mirror you. We'll mirror you, and oops, not you. We'll mirror you, and again. Okay. Snap you to there, to there. Get mirrored once, and get mirrored twice. Okay. So then we're going to take the... shoot. I'm going to go and copy these from up top. It'll be easier to grab them then, as opposed to trying to copy and rotate. I guess I can kill that pole finally. So people have voted for medieval water wheels, okay. I'd be curious to know, those of you who voted for medieval water wheels, why you prefer that over the vanilla water wheels. So the reason I say that is that I don't think we're going to get them any sooner. I'm pretty sure 1.22 will absolutely be out by the time we get the water wheels going. It was very close, though. It was very close. I can't guarantee that I won't decide it's just going to be way easier to use the regular water wheels or the new 1.22 ones. Not sure why it's buffering for you every once in a while. I've been having some weird YouTube performance problems in the last week or so. You better for vanilla, you stand by it. Smiley. Get down that ladder. See, some of you guys are either or. Okay. Well, it sounds like wind power is definitely the odd one out here. So we won't be doing wind power, which is honestly that's probably for the best, just with how funky it would look having everything be offset a little bit. Alright, so that's all done. Yikes, this is... this was a crazy undertaking here. This, I've done some weird stuff in this. This so far has been the worst. I think I need to rotate you guys. Not you, I need to do someone else. You. Did we do that one? I don't remember. There's one that I needed to do still. Well, when the lighting gets weird, we'll know it's the one that I have to do. Okay, so we're going to pop a few more of these in here. Let's get our tips on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab, same as before, I'm going to go upstairs and we'll grab the tips from up there, just to avoid having to do silly rotation shenanigans. Tightly the same if it was water wheel in general. Okay, so it sounds like water wheel is definitely the word of the day, and a lot of you voted medieval water wheel just because you sort of picked one. I can work with that. I can definitely work with that. Speaking of water wheels, I might engage you guys a little more on getting ready for Guide Season 3. I wouldn't expect it to happen in the next couple months, maybe. Maybe I'd say if we are really quick at design and things, then this temple could be done in the next 2 or 3 months. We still have plenty of interior design work to do. as well as an entire portion of wall that I think I know what I'm going to do with it now. And I might engage you guys in helping. Ooh, that was close. On helping me find a suitable world to build, to live and build in. I've spent literal hours looking for kind of just the right world to spawn into. I'm looking for one that will give me enough adventure to make give it adventurous feel, but also with things in close enough proximity that when it's time to touch on certain subjects, I don't have to go on an 8-kilometer journey to find it. So I'll probably start putting some information out about that in Discord here real soon. With the caveats and the things that I'm looking for. Things like must be 100% vanilla terrain generation, being one of the biggest ones. Yeah, I will not be using any terrain generation mods for this one. Something here isn't lining up. No. Dirt. How could we? How could you? We have a slight problem, Houston. There is a slight mismatch, and I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is indeed. Ah, it's so irritating. That is super duper irritating. So, yeah, we have a line here. I think I know how we can fix it relatively easily. I think I can. And if my intuition is correct, I think we'll have the same problem with this guy too. So we're going to try this. We're going to... Actually, I think we can just do this. If I just move you up. Does that fix that? It does. Yep. That is indeed the problem. Bye. The ocean safe to jump once again. Go. Oh no! We got that. Oh, dear. Who designed this place? Who let me design this place? Oh no. Are there any good terrain mods? There are plenty. I do like them. I just don't want to use them for a guide series. Go. Go. I'm going to need to build out here a little bit to reach this. Not to worry, we'll be using the OSHA jump and swish and flick. If you're ready for it. That. 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 And that should do. Okay. Whoa. Oh my goodness. What a disaster. What a disaster. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to push that. Push that. Before I get into more trouble. There we go. Need to push up these as well. There's the OSHA edge jump. That one and that one. That should do. We should be able to mirror all of these now. And we should be in business visually. Yes. Things line up. Except for those sticking out. That's for later. That is later Kurzar's problem. Ah, we have this. We never actually ended up using this this 1/4 block here. Oh well. Go ahead and we're gonna, I guess we'll just spin all of these. If I can reach them. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now that one is actually going to be replaced. Ah, that one way up there. Okay. Go ahead and finish this guy up. Let's see. Grab that. I'll run that here and grab this real quick. Copy you. Cassidy Snake Eyes has 4 mods. You got Quarry, CarryOn. Their libraries, you got Bullseye. Wing Guardian, Vintage Story OSHA. That's me. That's my name, don't wear it out. Go ahead, we're just gonna push this. We'll start with that. We'll start with you. No, we won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, as I recall. Looks accurate. Just do you by eye. And there we go. Alright, so we're gonna grab. So just snap you here. Boop. And where do you go? You go right here. And annoyingly, there we go. I can give you the old spinaroo. And there we are. I think that's done. Let's take a quick spin around here with Bird's Eye. Yeah, so aside from the farm blocks there, this is indeed done. And we can do the farm blocks from above once this is all said and done. Oh, okay. Do I have room for all of these blocks here? I don't know that I do. But let's get this cleaned up. So we can get a nice screenshot later. I got room for these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have room. Let's go put some things away real quick. Like that. I don't need those anymore. Mystery Lady, gonna examine the back of your eyeballs for holes for a couple hours. Well, it's good seeing you here, Mystery Lady, and hope to see you again next time. The one's off by 1 block. It better not be Zero Coil ZA. You better be trolling. One of the rare instances where it's better for you to be trolling than not. Alright, I'm going to pop these guys here. We're not really using them right now. I think at some point we'll need to make like a chiseled block. Do I have a chiseled block thing here? I don't think I do. No, I got soil related, blah, 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 crop seeds. It's gonna go in the junk chest. As usual. Boop. I'm gonna keep our sandstone on us because we are going to need that for the next step. Is that true? Is that true, Kurazar? Is it true, Azar? I think it is me. You're wondering why I was jumping in the air? I find it easier than putting a single block of dirt up, and then like forgetting I only have one block of dirt, and then falling to my death. I prefer the safer option of, you know, jumping. Alright, so we're pretty good on everything here. Not too shabby. Go ahead and we'll pull, I guess, one of you off the shelf here. That's plenty. So we do have enough room for all the stuff we left up there. Let's go finish cleaning up. And we will need to come down and we'll grab all the dirt from the floor, since we will want to reuse that dirt for later scaffolding. Hey there, Latin Buck. Welcome. Good to see you again. And Lake Filter. Hello, hello. So it's 11:40. Got an hour and 20 minutes left. I think we can at least get things started. And sort of give you guys an idea of where I want to go with them before the end of the stream here. Boy, time sure does fly when you're chiseling silly blocks. Yeah, we'll just take you. So they lined up, and that was the problem. They shouldn't have lined up, but only by a little bit. Do I have room for... I think I do. I think we're good. Let's get our shovel. We'll just dig all this up. Uh-oh, Dad joked from Optimistic Pessimist. Whenever Nightbot wakes up. What time did the man go to the dentist? At 2:30. I feel like Nightbot has been recycling his jokes lately. I think in the settings you can actually go in and manually add jokes, or at least add like joke pools, but I don't know where you'd find them. Like, I'm not gonna go in and add them manually, that's just ridiculous, but like, I don't know where you'd find a repository of dad jokes that's formatted the way that Nightbot wants. Do you just go to the dad joke mall or something? I don't know. Hey there, Lillian Black. Welcome. Good to see you again. Gouliet dad joked, what did the Zen Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. Yeah, see, it's like, it's recycling jokes we've seen 10 times now. I should add the Nightbot mom joke instead. Alright. We're going to knock this guy down. Shouldn't need you anymore. I guess I'll find out how wrong I am later. I want to... very carefully. That was not carefully. But at least I got down. That didn't go quite as planned, but at least it went. It went as not planned, and it's something, I guess. I think it's also time to take these ladders down. Let's go ahead and knock these off here. Is Nightbot occasionally still overzealous? Yes, it'll still happily ban people for saying, like, the word assassin. It's got a bad word in it. Well, yes, but like... seriously? Or like shiitake mushrooms. I'm pretty sure it still bans that one too. Hey there, Crypto. New face around here, welcome. I wanted to ask if it's actually needed to make a 7x7x7 cellar, or can I make it 5x5x5? Yes, you can. 7x7x7 is the maximum. Basically, it can't be larger than 7 in any dimension. That's the only constraint, really. So making a 5x5x5 should be just fine for your cellar. Okay. Look how majestic that is with the dirt sticking out there. It's getting there. It's getting there. Someday. Someday, guys. Alright. I'm going to go put some of these away. We're going to switch to going down the correct ladder. And we're going to go up to the top. I wanted to make a few changes up there. I think you'll appreciate them. It'll help make our tower a little bit less samey all over. Out of room here. Let's move the wood over, huh? There we go. Wood can go in the wood bin. Here we go. Logs. We have like wood, building materials, put the ebony in there. Okay. Now I think somewhere, I think we still have some more limestone over here. I don't think we need any though. I'm just sort of moving a few things. But just in case, I'll grab a little bit extra. And do I have... I need to grab a full block. Let's see, any chisel blocks here? Here we go, insulating face, done. Ta-da! We will need this upstairs. Don't worry about it. You can technically have a 1x1x1 cellar. I'm not sure about that. I think you need to have at least one block of airspace. Like, so the trick of burying a vessel underground in the very early game, I've found that if I just bury it with no air around it, it actually doesn't get the cellar bonus. Now that may have changed in recent years. That was my experience back in my day. All right, so here's the plan here. The plan is we go back down. The plan is we head back down here for a second. And we're going to put some scaffolding down. I guess I could do this with ladders too, but it seems like a pain. Actually, ladders might be the better solution. Whatever. So we're going to go up to the point where we have the next block layer starting, which is here. We're just going to do this. No, that was not the right one. Undo. Should be this one. There we go. That's better. And now I think we need to spin these as we do them, which is unfortunate. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit him a bunch. Make sure I get him. It seems to work. I have a 1x1x1 in the building that appears to keep food rather well. Use a hatch as a cover for it. Okay. Maybe the hatch works better. I was using like a... You gonna eat the food, dude? I guess that's weird. Maybe that was my problem. Should have used a hatch. I don't know. Put these side by side here, I think. Do these last two here and here. Done. Okay. So the next step is going to be, we're going to knock this down and we're just going to move it one block that way. Unfortunately, the move block option of the hand wedge doesn't actually push the block from this block to that one. It just moves the block's design within the block's bounds, so you can't use it for that, in case you're wondering. So, we're going to have to do this by hand. That's okay. I think. Do I have enough? Ooh. Maybe I should have put some of these behind, or left these behind. Let's go ahead. We're going to put down our basket. our basket. There we go. I'm just going to put a couple things in here temporarily. I won't even pick the basket back up. We just need some space to work. And I guess we'll get our pickaxe out. We're going to do a bit of this. There we go. So we're just going to go from the top here. Going to knock all these down. Oh, great. Oh, no. I want to grab that now because otherwise I will not know what order to put these in. And I'll have to do this all over again and drop more things to the ground below. Come to think of it, it might be easier if I just build these up again and copy them over and then just throw these blocks out. That might actually be the play here. It's only going to cost me a stack. Yeah, you know what? I think that's the play. I do think it's a play. Let's just do it. No messing around here. All right, let's do this. We're going to do a hoppy uppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to, I guess, get it on both these at once. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goody. All right, copy you. Copy you. We will need to then rotate or mirror these guys. All right, so now that I'm there, I can crouch and kind of do this corner crouch thing. Doing the scary thing again. Oops. Oop. There we go. And then last but not least, you. Ah, made it. Look at that. And then we can just tear these down. It's a little easier. Still sweaty palms, though. Still sweaty palms. You could plant these and copy over them. I guess I could do that, too. But that's still, it's just annoying. I don't know. I think it's going to be easier for me, brain-wise, to just dump these overboard. I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of different blocks, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So I appreciate the advice, but I'm not going to take it. This does not work out for me very well. Bye. It is absolutely worth the stack of limestone it's going to cost me. Not a big deal, though. Blup. There we go. We lost one block that went down here somewhere. We are going to need the full stack. That block is right there. And the reason we lost that is because these are not pre-chiseled. Right, I'm like, why is this not lining up here? I need to actually unchisel these. Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. I think I might do that for all these first, and then we'll worry about the rest of it. Let's see, where does this begin? Let's see, right here. Okay, we'll get the this guy out. Requires a hammer, of course it does. Go. All right, so oof. Okay. So that means we should be able to identify. It's this guy. Wait. What's going on here? I think it's going to be you. Yes, okay. No. There we go. And there we go. The same thing down on these sides as well. Hey there, Dude29. And 26 Dress Victorian. I love that one. That's a pretty good name. And maybe it is more sensible to just do this via ladder. Let's try it. It might actually make more sense. Just put some ladders up here. So we'll know. We'll have a measuring stick of exactly where I can start this process, which is this one right here. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Not 6. Oh, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do. 1, 2. Just go ahead and spin all these a couple times. There we go. Some more ladders up here. This is easier. This is easier for sure. My goodness, why didn't I start with this? Just the top 2 left. Spin, 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 spin. Spin those right round, baby. And Dude29 loves the guide series. Hey, thank you. We'll look forward to a 3rd season here in the not too distant future anymore. We have one more to do, right? Let's do... That one's done. That one's done. This one we just did. So we have this one over here to do. Okay. Let's get this up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gets us to where we need to be. There and there. We can do a bit of that. Go. Then we can build up some more. Those 2. And spin you guys. And done. Okay, that was easier. I learned a thing. Cassie Snake Eyes heading out from the live. Need more stimulation. Yeah, this is not the most exciting thing in the world, but it will look nice when it's done. I was like I said, I tested this out in creative mode, and it just helped break up the lines of the tower quite a bit. All right, here goes a nothing. I think this is where we do the scary jump thing. Right, so this is where the bottom block broke. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to make a little scaffold here, just to give the dirt something, or not the dirt, the stone to give it something to cling to. That way, we won't have blocks popping off. That should help with that. We'll just do a bit like this. I did try a version where I did this and I rotated these so that the slope was on the inside. I didn't like it as much. It was a little too much Baradur. It looked okay, but I liked this option better, honestly. Or his design, I guess. Okay, so snap you. Got you, and time for a meal. Ta-da! You'll soon be able to play Vintage Story again. Too sick to dress Victorian. You'll make a server for your friends. Nice. I highly recommend. And luckily, Vintage Story is generally not one of the games where you end up having to play Server Administrator Simulator 2026. Unlike, say, Space Engineers. Oh boy. Have I got a thing or two to say about Space Engineers and being a server admin. Whoops, I sneezed, and the whole world corrupted. Who'da thunk? Alright, and then this will be the last one, and we can start tearing down the originals. Or as the kids say these days, the OGs. That's right. I know the lingo. Just like we were talking about 6, 7, and Chicken Jockey! Yeah. I'm actually one of the... I'm one of you young whippersnappers, that's right. I'm a snipper whapper. Whatever that means. Hopefully that isn't like slang for something that I shouldn't be saying. You can get in real trouble by spoonerizing things that sound innocent. So now do you paste a full block over the partials to recover them? Nah. Oops. What? Did I? Oh. It's this guy. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does make sense to do. Okay. All right, Phil, you got me. You got me. You made sense with the right advice. It made sense in my brain. I will only keep them if they stack. If these don't stack, I'm just going to chuck them. 100%. And with the chiseling and chisel blocks, there's always a good chance they don't stack. So that's going to let us get into some of the decoration I wanted to do, and fiddling with the water physics. Although, seems like we're going to be going for water wheels. Actually, we can do that now that I think about it. Yes, yes indeed. Should be good. Did they stack? They did stack, except for you. You didn't stack. That one goes overboard. Last time you had a server, you were unable to use the WGen mods. Oh, you're doing different server host? Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, whenever I hear someone talking about hosting a server, all I can think of is, oh yeah, just throw up on my server box I have at home. Must be the minority, I guess. Hey there, Crazy Watermelon. Yes, it is indeed a very long way down. It's okay, we have all of our OSHA techniques to protect us. Absolutely. All right. So here's my thought for this. My thought is we're going to chuck a couple of these. We're also going to, oh, we do a few more things. We need to mirror all of these, otherwise they're going to look stupid when the lighting hits them wrong. So, mirror. I can't tell if I did that one or not. Just going to hit them all a bunch of times. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Whoop, nope, don't do it that way. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Let me... There we go. Up the ladder, please. Oh, weird. Usually doesn't mind if I do that. All right. If the Drifter Work Health and Safe team would like to have a few words with you. Maybe a handful of rocks. Oh, they sure would. Down and up we go again. And this should be the last one here, I believe. If not, whoops. Okay, so we got a few here that I don't want to keep. We're just gonna... Oh, there's a scaffold there. Let's go ahead and we're gonna grab the scaffolding, I guess, first. We're also going to empty this back into our inventory. And... pick up the basket again. On our backs. Go pick that up from below. Alright, so to show you guys now, let's go into bird's eye. Look at that. Just that little bit of straightening there just really helps kind of break up that angle, I think. So it's not quite as... I mean, it's still kind of, you know, an anti-orbital cannon, but a little bit less of one. And now we have more of these, you know, spikes at the top that let us channel sunlight or charge our lasers or whatever. What biscuit does a short person like? Shortbread. Ah, come on, Nightbot. You can't use the word in the punchline if it's in the rest of the joke. It doesn't... It's illegal. It's just illegal. I get arrested for doing that. I get put on a list. Where? We didn't pick up all those blocks, did we? Whatever. It shall remain a mystery. I'll get those too. Alright, let's go clean up our inventory, and some of them made it down here, looks like. And we'll get moving on to the next bit. Which we have maybe just enough time to do, actually. I think we do. Told you off by a block. What's off by a block? Nothing's off by a block. Alright. Alright. Get down here. I'm going to throw these blocks into the drink, the ones that don't stack. Goodbye. Goodbye. Either the chisel ones, that's fine. And goodbye. Very well. Okay. We're going to put these in here. We're going to keep the sandstone. We are going to grab our bouquet. We're also going to grab... We're going to stick with soil for now. That's fine, and you'll see why we need that later. Well, it's for planting trees in. But I think we'll start with the soil, and then, like, once the trees grow, we can decide, hey, we want to put some gravel down or whatever. Soil will let us do some things with the trees without having to find out where the seeds are. Apparently. Oh no. It's going to be a hunt for the seeds, isn't it? Without having to, like, put a flooring underneath, say, gravel. That's the purpose of the dirt here. I think we have a tree seeds bin here, don't we? Let's find out. Armor, clothing. Just hard to read. Bushes and tubers. Tree seeds! Oh yeah, 64 of these. That's right, baby. Baby! Hey there, Happy Taco, yes? You're gonna watch from the beginning now? Alrighty. Well, we'll see you eventually. Grab a bite to eat. So we got a bucket of water, we got this stuff. Alrighty, we're good. Let's head up here. We're going to do a few things. Now, some of this might have to be kind of fudged later when we get into the 1.22 update. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have some waterfalls from the top. I don't know how the water gets there. That isn't my problem to solve. That is your problem to solve. So we're going to have some water at the top here. And it's going to cascade down the sides of our build. And it's going to look awesome. How do I know? I looked at it in creative mode. It looks really cool. Now, we are going to need to do something here. Getting out here is such a pain in the butt. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to chisel a couple of these here and there. I need a hammer. Right. Hammer. There we go. Now we can work somewhat more safely. Oh, there's... You got me, Kurzar. You got me. These guys. We'll do these guys. We'll put them all on the same side here. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, look, we got a bonus block. Neat. Are you chiseled? You are chiseled. Goodbye. Another one. Also chiseled? Also chiseled. Bye. One for each, apparently. Okay. Alright, game. You got me there. Except for this guy. Okay, so my thought here is I want to have the water come down from up there. And that's easy enough. We just gotta put a bucket up there. It's super duper easy. Getting it to go from here where I want it to is a little more complicated. And it's going to involve basically just putting down this temporarily. I think once we have the water moving in the direction it needs to go, I think it can be removed. We need to have that there to begin with. Otherwise, funky things happen. Okay. So here then, we're going to start knocking out some blocks. I will chisel these. And we will have water. I want to plant some Mediterranean cypress here. Now the water will flow through the block it's planted on. That isn't really a problem. I mean, visually it's kind of like, okay, it's a little silly, but it's not a problem for, I think growing the tree even should be fine. I didn't test that part out though. I guess I could maybe put the dirt in as I'm knocking blocks out before I find the hole again with my feet. Okay, so we're going to tap you, take you out, put you in, and then we're going to put down some cypress seeds. Now these, of course, won't sprout today. Well, they'll sprout today, probably. They will not be grown by the end of the day today. That's fine. So now, once we get the water coming down here, after we patch this up, it should flow down to here. It should split in two, and then it should recombine here and flow out in both these directions. So down here and down here. And from here, it's basically a straight shot down to that level. Straight down there. Let's go down there and we'll talk about what's going to happen next. Actually, let's seal this up first. We don't need to be here anymore, I don't think, until we go to remove the dirt. Another option would be to put up another block of limestone here, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to have that. I don't know. It felt better this way. Do me. This and that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to seal that up. Once we get the water in, we can come back and crack this open, and it won't be a problem. Do I need to do any more? What even are you? Do you go the whole way to the top? You do. No problem. Right. I apologize if you hear any sounds of a shrieking baby, but someone seems to be having a hard time upstairs. I can hear it through my headphones. Hey there, Dwararts. Good to see you back. Good to see you again, buddy. Alright. So what'll happen is that water's going to come down right here. It's going to hit here. It's going to go up this block, and over one, which is important, and then down there. Now that brings it into the territory of our setup here. So what we can do is in 1.22, since we've decided we're going to do water wheels, and not, I think I'll skip the medieval ones. When the water comes down here, we can kind of just make it disappear. We can have it sort of like come in here, we'll dig a little hole right here, and have it disappear. And then we can have, instead of coming out here and down, we can just have like a water block, a source block here, and plop it in here. And then we can build a little chute that'll bring the water inside through our water wheels, maybe even build the water wheels sort of like into the wall here. That'd be really cool. So they sort of like stick out. And then have it come back out, at which point it will no longer be rapid water, because once it goes through the water wheel, it becomes regular water. And then, so we're on level here, okay. Then it'll just come down here, where it will go straight into the corners of the pools down here. You can't wait for 1.22 to our arts? Yeah, it's getting real close. So that will pour right down into here, exactly where it needs to be. That way it doesn't make a mess anywhere. So yeah, that's going to be what happens. Let's make some of that happen. I think what I want to do is, because we are going to stop the flow, we're going to stop the signal now. We're going to stop the flow. Let's go ahead and figure out where that piece is going to be taken out. It's going to be taken out right here in this corner. Let's see what's below this. I think it's just air. Yes, it's air. That's going to be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and fix that here. Oh, I didn't want that. You know what? Let's go on to this random piece of the temple here that we never visit. Yeah, Dwararts, you gotta tell Tyrone, he needs to wait on 1.22 until this series is done. I've got my lawyers lined up to sue. He doesn't. JK. Alright, that's what we'll do there. Okay, yep, that's easy enough. So, blop. And blop. There you go. Yeah, I was really hoping to start a new guide season right at the end, right as like the new version was coming online. But I think the timing isn't quite going to line up perfectly. As retaliation, you'll send more bow torns the next temporal storm. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. You'll have to somehow stop me from sleeping through them then. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop in some of these here. I need to grab some of the ones that fell below. And eventually, as we finish this out, we will come through and we will turn this into like a sloped ground up there. That way we actually will be able to make use of some of the blocks we just made today, some of the templates. I love the block pickup sound. It gets echoes as well. It's too funny. Alright, let's get up here. And did I get you? I did. Did I get you? I did. Okay, we're on the entirely wrong half of the build here. There we go. Let's go ahead and drop you in place. 3 and 4, and that should be everything. Yes, okay. Great. So, let's go up here, and I do want to probably put, or plant the, let's go ahead and we're going to plant the seeds that I want up here. And maybe we'll make a little access way here as well. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oh yeah, the song that came up in that one animation. The song that's playing now? There's been a pretty large amount of fan art recently. Oh, nice. Awesome. I think this is Radiance and Rust, right? It's the only one that's this loud. That is one odd thing, is that not all of the music in the game is normalized at the same volume. Which makes using some of the songs in recorded videos a little bit challenging. Alright, so we're going to have the water will come down here, and it will continue down here. So we're going to plant some of the trees here and here. Let's go ahead and we're going to pop these out. So there. This is the animation, by the way. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that animation, whatever it is. Was it like a YouTube video? If there's a link you could share, well, you're in the Discord, so yeah, if you could pop it in Discord, I can take a look at it later. Should be all of them. Yes, okay. Go ahead and plant these guys here. Oops. Bring into the corner like I'm a cat. Cool, thanks to our arts. Animation of what? We have no idea. We'll never know. Now, if we wanted to make it seem a little more plausible that the water would really want to go the place that we're trying to make it go, what we also could do is we could also chisel out this block right here. And then I think we could maybe turn this block into one of these. And tip it. I'll have to think about that. But that would at least get the water coming like down through here. What I don't know is if that would make the water drip through. There's a decent chance that would happen. But at least here it would certainly, at least taking this block out would certainly make the water always want to go this direction, never try to spread. It wouldn't anyway, based on my testing, but just to make it more realistic feeling, I figure we can go ahead and do it. That brings us down to there, so then we can throw the water in. Nice. Oh, goodbye. Fare thee well. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's try this. So we're going to take a snap of you. For a vintage story a few weeks ago, someone posted their animation and fan art, and it got its rounds for a while. Super good, and sums yes up nicely. Very cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate it, man. There we go. Got to rotate it. Yeah. There we go. That should do. That's pretty much it. That'll do. Big. That'll do. And we should be able to then rotate you. Yep, there we go. Fix those lighting funsies. Oops, wrong way. Go. And boop, boop, and boop. Salson did the animation of the one vintage story a ways back. Yeah, he did that. Remember that. That was really good. I think that's all of them. Nope. Mealtime. Okay, there we go. Yep, all done. Sweet. So, let's go ahead and we're going to patch these back up. Not that we really need to, but before I forget, really. There we are. We should, in theory, be good. Let's go ahead and let's drop this water in here. Let's see what happens. And what I was doing, I was dropping the water. I think what I'm going to do. So those are full blocks. So I dropped the water here just to test it, but I think what I'm going to do is I want to take out, like, these guys here. And we'll actually put 8 sources of water in there. That should take us where I want to go with it. I don't think the water should flow through the sandstone angle that we have down there, just because it is more than half of a block. That's the rule. I think them's the rules. Let's find out, though. So, up, and up. And that should just go straight down. Let's go look at this first one first. Alright, let's do go down here, and we'll use bird's eye. Oh, baby. Oh, it's perfect. And I don't see anything inside the building. No spillsies. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. You bet. Drips are fine. Drips are perfectly fine. Okay. That comes here. So what we'll do then is when it's time, when we get to 1.22, we'll just chunk this piece out, and we will put in a creative mode. We'll have to put in a rapid water thing. A short movie of the ghost story. Okay, yeah. So it is that. Hey there, Stepburger. Welcome. Hope you and the fam are doing well. We are mostly, thank you. Kurazini is a little sniffly today, so we're keeping her home from... well, I think I'm staying home with her. We were going to go to my parents and get some burgers, but now it's just Kurazette and Kurazumi going. It's all coming together? You bet. You absolutely bet. Let's go and we'll put some more buckets of water in, get them all flowing. It's going to be really loud in here. It's going to be loud in here forever, and I apologize for that. But there really isn't any other option if you want water. There's no quiet water. Alright. Bucket, 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 and bucket, and bucket, and bucket. And that should do for now. Yeah, it's a little loud. Quiet water, quatter. I got some quatters in my pocket. Oh my goodness, it is so loud. Oh man. It is very, very loud. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to plant some more of these tree seeds. Now I think, I want to say here, we're looking at, is my, oh, it's right here. Just swap this around. I think this is a thick wall here. No, it is not. Okay, I lied. I'm a funny guy. So we're going to do 3 trees along here. Let's go ahead and get these out here. Plant them while we're here. Did I put my light back on? Yeah, my light, oh, like on my forehead? Yeah, I have that on. I don't have my light in my hand, though. If it's looking darker, it's because it's really windy, and it's creating a sandstorm effect, so it sort of darkens things. But there are lights over there. I took out the waterfalls before because they were so loud. Yeah. I wonder if there's like a... Let me take a look in the sounds here. Sound. I could do 40. Even turn the weather down a little bit. Ah. That I can deal with. That's a little better. In my very, very humble opinion. So very humble. They call me Kura Humble Czar. That's right. Playing with audio settings is a must. Yeah, the only problem with tinkering with some of them is that, like, I want to hear other noises that could be really quiet. I feel like, aren't the bees also under ambient sounds? So, like, I want to make sure I turn that back up when I'm looking for bees later. I mean, not in this playthrough, but later in general. So that's done. Then we get down to the darkness that is this level, apparently. Wow. And here, we're going to do something a little bit different. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. Okay, so here is the level where the Phil Boswell stairs come up. I'm just going to go down there, and we're going to poke our way through the stairs. It will kill the music, most likely, so I apologize for that. So those of you who are enjoying the music, sorry! It's going to die right about here. Ah! It didn't die! Wow, okay, cool. Go ahead, we're going to chisel through here. I'm just going to do a bit of this. There we go. Alright, so I've decided what we're going to do here. We are going to build up this layer just on this part by 3 more blocks. That will give us the room to do an overhead roof. We'll be able to... this window won't look really stupid here, just like this sitting here. And we won't have this kind of weird open air design going on. We'll have an actual staircase that ends in a sensible location. And then the next staircase will probably begin like somewhere right here. It'll be like a single block staircase just inside here. I think we will do a spiral staircase for here. That won't happen today because we're about 12:30 here. Magasible says accessibility tweaks in mod you can adjust individual sounds. Ah. Hey there, Radar CG1. What is this crazy cool build you're seeing? Very impressive. Why, thank you. I'm going to tell you what, since you're new here, I want to pop downstairs. This is just the upper layers of the build. Where we built this like giant compass rose design here a long time ago. I'd show you that, but it's kind of hard to see from all the dust. And we have a full interior going on that was still in under construction here, but it's coming along. So welcome. Maybe don't do a stone roof, but a wooden one. Oh, you mean for the stairs issue? That won't fix the stairs. The problem is that we're inside the blocks. That's what causes the stairs issue. So, it's good for content creators, especially with wind noises. I will have to remember that. Accessibility tweaks. Let me take a moment here and write that down somewhere that makes sense. Here we go. A spot. Make a little checkbox. Accessibility tweaks. I will have to do that, because that's going to be important for stuff. By the way, if soil instability and cave-ins are enabled, are chiseled blocks stable and count as ground? I have no idea. I have no idea. Could be fun or dangerous to find out. Won't fix the stairs, would be some contrast. You mean for like doing the crown up there? Crown molding? Think about that. I do like the... There's something about the austerity of the smooth stone that I really wanted to have for this part of the build up here. Down here we get crazy and we got all kinds of stone. We'll have some more wood down in the first floor area. But here, I've always felt like it should just be the stone. But we'll see. We'll fit some wood in, I'm sure. Hey there, Pyrus Sprite. You've been lurking. Is that where you use the pumpkins? Yes, downstairs is where I use the pumpkins. Just a roof on the memorial stairs. Okay, so here's the thing with the memorial stairs and having a pop-up roof is that where the heck is it? It should be this level. Not there. Oh, there it is. Is that we then have a situation where some of the towers have this little bump, a little wart on the tower. I don't want that. So the solution here is we bring this up by 3 blocks, and it'll do a couple things. One, it'll give us some space to plant the trees that I want to plant here without bumping down into here, although whatever tree, if we plant one over here, now 3 blocks up, it should be okay. It shouldn't bump into it. The other thing it'll let us do is it'll let us push this stuff back a little bit, and at least in a couple of these areas, it'll give us more room to build our Hellhammer set. And that, I think, is the biggest bonus. It'll give us basically 2 more blocks of space and make this just feel that much less cramped. So I think that's what we're going to do. In fact, this is what we're going to do. I was tinkering with it in creative. What about a lattice? Lattice would be really cool. But I think I want to stick with this design because of the extra space it's going to afford here. Because I'm realizing that this design here for the Hellhammers is really cramped. It's going to feel like we tried to force it in here. And I want to get away from that. The other option we would have with the hammers, if we wanted to make it feel a little less cramped, would be to do 4 Hellhammers in a line rather than all around 1 anvil. And I might still do that for space reasons. I don't know, we'll see. But being able to push this back, probably into like this wall over here, would be phenomenal. We could put the anvil, basically, I think here. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. We'd still have the outer block there. And then we'd have room to put the other 2 Hellhammers here and here. and have way more space to walk through. So much space for activities. The other option, like I said, would be to do like a 2-and-2 setup, where we could maybe do like anvils here and here, and have all the hellhammers set back into the building in here over this way. And I don't usually like having the multiple hellhammer setup, but I have a feeling that in the next version of the game, that might actually be the play. That might be the way to go for certain forging activities. So yeah, let's get our wall blocks on. We lost a couple of these guys, but whatever, it's fine. So we're going to do the OSHA safety hop here. If I can actually do it properly. I haven't had my training redone in a couple of years, so I'm a little rusty. Okay, so we're just going to grab these blocks here. We're going to shove them over here. That will leave, we're going to have, I think, one more to go. Yeah, so if we do that, that, and that. Say, well, we'll need to make a couple more. That's okay. Not a big deal. I'm just going to take these guys, and we will, you didn't need it. We'll just redo you as we need to. We'll just spin you, actually. No, wrong spin. There we go. And then we can do our last one right about here. And snap. And done. And spin, spin. And just fill in the rest. And this is kind of a waste of sandstone if we're going to be ripping some of that out, but I don't really mind that much. We have plenty. We know where to get more. And when we go to rip this out, we can always just chisel it back and get our change. I should probably think about how I'm going to get out of here. Uh-oh. Oops. Yeah, it's fine. Be totally fine. We'll just yeah, we can make that drop. It's not a problem, right? Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so we're gonna pop out these guys, and we will plant our trees in here. Go. Let's get a bite to eat first before we start making annoying sounds. There we are. And let's get our trees a-growing. There we go. Alright guys, we're going to do the OSHA safety drop. Oh baby, look at that. Pure, unadulterated skill right there. So then this should be relatively simple for us to pantograph in. But the last thing I wanted to do here, one is I do want to commit to, we're going to have a second set of these special stairs. And we'll need a new plaque. Because these are the Phil Boswell stairs. Phil is not allowed on the stairs I'm going to put back here. They're going to go up this direction from right here. These are the non-fill stairs, so you can use the staircase. It's fine. And the reason is that I want to have this balcony on both sides here. And while I would love to do 4 sets of stairs, I would also hate to do 4 sets of stairs because it would never get it done. So we're gonna have a sort of radial mismatch. We're gonna have some bilateral symmetry here, in that we'll have the balcony here, but not here or here. And maybe we do something else in those locations, maybe some kind of mural or something, for 2028. But something I wanted to do here, and we do have the hand wedge, it's good. I'm going to need you. And this is probably going to kill the music again. Yeah, there we go. I do want to put 3 windows across here. I think that would just help everything. It would be nice to have a bit of a view from here. We got a balcony in. May as well get some daylight in here as well. I mean, we got plenty here, but we're kind of far from the skylight. So my thought is, what if we were to copy this guy? And I did, in fact, try this in creative before committing to it over here. Is we're going to do a bit of this and that. We're going to grab you as well. And a bit of that, that. And then we're going to do this part by hand here. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring this up. So we're going to use the hand wedge. We're going to go like this. We're going to push this up. I think it was, what, 5 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also going to mirror this guy. Boop. And this guy. And then we're going to bring this up. So I'm actually going to pull this out of here. Yep. Just going to slap you here, I think. Yeah. We're going to then, we're going to push you up. That's fine. And then we're going to pull it down with the hand planer. There we go. Put you there. Hand planer this guy back down, if I can find him again. There he is. There we go. Okay. So actually I'm going to recopy this, actually. And... no, not that. There we go. And snap you. And we're just going to mirror you guys again. Bring you a little closer there. And then this little bit here, we're just going to do by hand, because it's super simple. That's just 17 pieces right there. There we go. And we'll do a third window right here in the middle. And to figure out where I'm going to do that at, we're going to do a piece of... I can't put anything down here, can I? Oops. All right. These windows are 10 blocks... Well, the sill is 10 blocks wide. So we're going to do... 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be centered. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Then we can come through here, and we're just going to do a little bit of this. And that should be, yep, right there. So 1, 2... and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then down. Now the outside of those is going to be a little trickier to do. Maybe not so bad, actually. Just remember we had to do that as well here. That wasn't so bad. Didn't even need to go outside to fix this. There we go. So we got our start here. Let's go ahead and cut this out. Fix that in a second. Just pop this back in. There we go. And then we can push all these out. And then we'll just crouch in here and we will hit all of these to finish off that design on the outside. Our happy little accident. There we go. Boy, we got 11 minutes on the clock, and I'm getting hungry already. Screaming is hungry business. I think what I'm going to do, and this won't be today because we only have 10 minutes left, is I do want to put some kind of awning out there. Let's, here we go. Hi, guys. Let's zoom in a little bit. As you can see, like, from afar, these windows get kind of lost. Especially if I have a light that makes the inside and the outside the same color. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll probably come through and we'll put on some kind of external trim and maybe even just a little bit of a shade, some for sun, but also for the occasional desert rain we get, which is actually more of a daily thing. Yeah, and maybe this is a good chance to bring out either some acacia or possibly use some more bauxite. I'm kind of leaning toward acacia, though. The only problem with using wood in some of these builds is that... Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. Is that unless we use the correct blocks, we can end up with the texture going the wrong way. So we need to be a little bit mindful of that. But aside from that, yeah, could be a good chance to get some acacia in here. Schwam. There we go. But yeah, now we can have a little bit of sunlight in here. Maybe it'll help the music not die. Who am I kidding? And yeah, it's going pretty well. Since we have a moment, we got 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can fix up this ceiling up here and get this, like, you know, operational. So we have... Boy, this is going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Ah, no. Not this nonsense again. Not this. Oh, you got a link to the mod in the general chat and Discord. Thanks, Magasible. Alright, so we need... we need to go down here. We need to go get this from down at this level and rotate it. Oh boy. We're going to grab that. And we're going to see... Is that what needs to go here? Let's give it a spin. Not that spin. A spin that way. Yes. Yes, that is it. So we're going to come here. We're going to go up. So on the... There's 2 whole blocks and then there's a third one down here. Goodness. Such a pain. 1, 2, and then we got the third one. We're going to copy... No, don't do that. We're going to put you away. I'm going to copy you. I'm going to kill the music again. And it should be this one, which we can then rotate into place. Oh, baby. Okay, so then we got this guy here, which is on this flat side above the first stair. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be you. Oh, boy. What a treat. Always love doing these Phil Boswell stairs. Sleeping with a chorus stream on is always a transcendental experience. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of these in place if we can. So we're going to come down to this second step. We're going to look straight up and there's half a block sticking out there. Okay. Second step, that corner. Maybe not even corner. It's like right in the middle of it. Okay. Alright, second step. Right here, we're going to look up and snag it from here. Let's see if that does it. So, pop you in and we give you a rotate. Yes, okay, sweet. So this one's going to be first step, smack dab in the middle. First step, smack dab in the middle. Let's do it. And then one tap. There we go. All right. It's coming together, guys. We'll be able to get to the top here real soon, eventually. Oh, man. Okay. So we have 1 block, 2 blocks, so the third full block above the very last bit of the step there. So 1, 2, and the third. Grab you. And a bit of a rotate. There we go. Then we have, finally, this one. It's going to be the one right above the window. Okay. Let's get the one above the window. It's going to be you. Okay. I can hear you, says Phil. You better. You know what you did. You know what you did, Phil. Alright, and we can get this guy here. Go. I want to say, these guys are going to be... We are going to fill this guy in. This window won't be here. I don't see a need, because it'll basically be inside the floor. Not great visibility. We're going to paste you here and spit. We'll do that, I guess. It's fine. Now, the window is here, so it's fine. We'll leave that alone. All right, we're going to snap you. There we go. I believe we're going to snap you as well. And we'll snap you. There we go. Let's get some rotation going on here. I am the Gandalf to your Bilbo. I merely give you a nudge at the door and you ran all the way to Erebor. That's a pretty good way of putting it, I guess. Alright, so, copying. We need the first block above that little bit of the corner there, okay? So we got a bit of the corner. We need this block, basically. Snag you. We should be able to rotate. There we go. All right. Now, if I grab this and copy it to there, that is what we need. Okay. I should be able to do this then, in theory. Hey, look at that. But rotate, rotate. Make sure I get that done. Then that does mean we can just snap this to this, and this to that. Yikes. And we can mirror these, which will also fix the lighting. And then we can snap this to that. Can mirror you. And then I'm going to go down, and we're going to rebuild the doorway. So we're going to rebuild the doorway. It will be in limestone instead of sandstone, which is fine. But I think we'll still have it have a little edge here made of bauxite. That's the word I'm looking for. Now this is fairly straightforward. I don't think we need much there. I am going to snap this. We'll bring it upstairs with us. Farewell music. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to pop you in place there and there. Give you a... It seems awfully short. Oh, because I was on the... Okay, right. If I am walking through it, it should be at the same height. No, it seems taller. Oh, it's the fourth block. It's 3.5 blocks. Oh my goodness. That's why it seems short. It's because it's there. There. That's where those are. Okay. So we're going to take a snap of you and a snap of you and put you in place. Then we're going to rotate. Nope, you never got placed, did you? Nope. There we go. So we'll flip you. Can we rotate you? Oh, that's fine. Okay, I see. All right. Let's go ahead and we are going to... I guess we're going to... copy you to there, and to there. We'll copy you to there, there, and there. Now this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have to rebuild some of this stuff. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I'm starving. Someone's killing me. Oh, I am. 'Cause I didn't eat. All right. You know, we got like a... We're at 1 o'clock exactly. We're going to make up for the time we lost when the stream died. How's that sound, guys? Just going to go ahead and pop this into there like that. Oops. Oh well, doesn't matter. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually going to copy this, in fact. Let's copy this to here instead. Nope, that's too high. Undo. But I do want this here. Yep. I guess here as well. Just give you a mirror, and we'll give you a quick mirror and unmirror. We're going to bring in this little bit here that got chunked out, so the window's there, I guess. You might have a little bit of fixing up to do out here. Yeah, there it is. Could be some inside here too, but it's in the wall. I don't care. Ooh, boy. All right. Let's get this filled back in here. Going to basically just chisel this the whole way back to here. Like that. And then... what did we do down there? Bye, music. Ah, that's what we did. Okay, we just sort of chunked that out. Easy enough. All right. Just chunk this out of here a little bit. I feel like I'm missing something that went up right here. Let's go take a snap of that. What did we do here? Did I just sort of bring it in a little bit? I did. Okay, I did. So it's going to be 2 to 1 and then 1 to 1. All right. So it was like this. Like that. And we'll come in with a bauxite later. But we have the door frame. Not done yet. Not quite done yet. There we go. We're going to go ahead and we'll snap you to there. And we'll just give you a mirror. And then we'll just finish this out like this. Ah. All right. All right, guys. That is satisfying. And that is where we're going to leave it today, guys. Take a quick bird's eye of the whole temple tower here. Check it out so far. We'll get the smoothed out bottom pieces to the pedals. Probably starting on Wednesday. Got to get some of that stuff in on our chore streams. But yeah, we'll watch our trees grow. And that's going to do it. Should be a regular week this week. We should have a chore stream on Wednesday and a regular stream next Sunday. I don't really see any impediments to streams in the next coming few months or so. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, my name has been Corazar. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.